Alright, so this video is called What Women Secretly Find Attractive in Men, the Female Gaze.
What is the female gaze and why do most men get it wrong? Did you hear that?
I mean, you...
One second. Search through any dating forum and you'll hear the exact same three answers. Money, height, status.
Huh?
Yet those ideas fall apart as soon as you see an average looking guy with a woman who turns heads. So I went on a mission to discover the truth, the real secret to dating in 2025. And after 168 hours of research, I shined my light upon a clear secret.
Yeah.
Well, actually, three secrets that most men completely overlook.
All right, so what do we think it is? This one could be intelligence, the first one. This one could be balance of something, and this one's creativity, I think. I don't know, but we'll see.
Look.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, my eyes.
Secrets so powerful it might change the way women look at you forever.
For real?
And once you understand them, you'll never see dating the same way again.
Okay.
The most powerful secret I found comes from the past. A painting, actually. Take a look at Friedrich Leighton's The Painter's Honeymoon, painted in 1864. The painting depicts a young couple, their bodies turned inward towards a shared focal point, a canvas resting in the painter's lap. The man, dressed in a muted brown coat, holds a brush delicately, his head bowed in quiet concentration. Beside him, a woman leans gently against his shoulder, her gaze following his hand. The composition is intimate and balanced. And from afar, the canvas may seem like a simple wedding picture, a couple enjoying their honeymoon. But under closer examination, it becomes clear that the artist Friedrich Leighton reaches across time to give young men the talk that their fathers never gave them about the female gaze and what women find secretly attractive. But before I reveal that, let's start with the first secret. Scroll through any phone today and you'll see more naked bodies in 5 minutes than your great-grandfather in 50 years.
Oh, for sure.
A 2023 report by Common Sense Media found that almost 3/4 of teens had seen explicit sexual images or videos online, and many even before they turned 13 years old. But why is this important?
Yes, why is it important, brother? Tell me.
Men are desensitized and desocialized. You see, money, height, and status are still important in 2025. I won't deny that.
For sure.
But there's a gap in the market that most men completely neglect. A secret fourth trait.
Lust?
Emotional intelligence.
Emotional intelligence, yep.
See, constant explicit images numb the brain's reward system and pull men out of real-world interactions with women. Why walk over and start a conversation with a woman when a phone meets your every urge on command? Online, women shrink to flat two-dimensional images, pixels that hide their full three-dimensional selves with thoughts, feelings, and depth. The screens turn human beings into objects for pleasure, nothing more. So this leaves only a small group of men in the dating pool who still talk to women like human beings, not like objects.
Hey, more women for us. Hey, am I right? Am I right? Sorry.
And herein lies emotional intelligence, which psychologist Daniel Goleman breaks into 4 parts. Number 1,
self-awareness. Yeah, for sure.
You notice your own feelings.
Yeah.
Number 2, self-control. You guide those feelings so they don't guide you.
For sure.
Number 3, empathy. You sense how others feel. And finally, number 4, social skills. You act in ways that lift
dudes don't be having, like, let's go down.
up your group.
A lot of dudes be struggling with step 2, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. A lot of dudes be struggling with step 2, bro. Step 2, for sure. Like, a lot of dudes don't be having no self-control. Hey, I can't lie. Like, having self-control is good. But, like, there's definitely different, like, stages and types of emotional intelligence, for sure. Self-control is a good one for the most part. But, like, sometimes you just gotta be able to turn that off, though. Sometimes. I don't know if you know what I mean. Empathy, yeah. But social skills, dead dudes be struggling with this right here, bro. Like, they don't be knowing how to talk to females.
This is attractive and underrated in 2025. I think a powerful example of someone who has such high emotional intelligence is producer Benny Blanco. Now, by most Hollywood standards, he's a below average looking guy. Yet he's dating a global superstar.
Selena Gomez? No! He did a good job. That's all I can say.
Star Selena Gomez. Why?
What I felt
Why
for
not?
Benny, it was everything about him was honest. He'll
Selena, you got Botox, didn't you?
tell me anything that he's feeling, and it made me feel like
Bro, she's getting old, bro. She has that old woman voice that I don't be caring, cause like I still mess with older women, but like still like you can tell she's starting to get that you can tell that she's starting to like start talking like an older woman. Like I could tell, bro. She's starting to become old, bro. Maybe I don't realize because like I know like Selena Gomez when she was like in her 20s. Maybe that's why her early 20s, mid 20s, but like she is getting old, bro. She's like late 30s, early 40s. Yeah.
I could do the same.
His humor, his
Well, she's starting to
attentiveness,
talk
and
like an
his
old
steady
woman.
support are all classic.
They talk like they got they're pouting a little bit.
Blanco is a perfect example of how social
But they're-
skills and empathy are
what's the
far more
word? I forgot.
important than status and wealth when dating in 2025.
It doesn't mean like spending your entire bank account. It means just like
Pause. What did he just say?
Do the same.
His humor, his attentiveness, and his steady support are all classic examples of emotional intelligence. Blanco is a perfect example of how social skills and empathy are far more important than status and wealth when dating in 2025.
Okay.
It doesn't mean like spending your entire bank account. It means just like being attentive, listening to the person, listen to the things they like. Even if you're terrible
sure.
at cooking, they're gonna like it because you did it.
But even if a man
Cap. If a girl cooks me a meal and I liked her and that tastes like ass, I'm gonna be honest with her, bro. What am I gonna do? Lie to her? Oh, it tastes so good. No, it tastes like ass. Like if you wanted me to show you how to cook it, I could have just did that for you. Like you could have just asked me. Like you didn't have to cook me that
builds
terrible
his
meal.
lost emotional intelligence,
Sorry.
there's still
Sorry.
something missing. You see, emotional intelligence tells a man how to act, but doesn't tell him why. That why comes from the second secret, living by a set of clear, virtuous values, living by a code. In a national YouGov survey released earlier this year, 94% of Americans said trust, 92% said honesty, and 91% said respect are very important for a successful relationship, far above paychecks, abs, or height. You see, a man who lives by a set of clear, virtuous values keeps promises, tells the truth, and treats everyone the same, whether the room is full or empty.
That is something that women really do respect. A man that's willing to treat everybody the same and doesn't treat certain people a certain way without a real reason. Like if a man treats somebody the same, no matter if they're poor, no matter if they're rich, just because that's the person he is, people see that. People respect that. Calmness around them, and you treat them like they're people as well. They like that. They like that especially. Like you treat them with respect, just like you would treat everybody with respect. People like that. People like being treated as equals. They don't like being treated as lesser than, or, you know, make it seem like you're better than them. They don't like that. Treat them equally, you know? Treat them like they're equal people. Treat them like they're equal partners in this thing, because that's really what they are. They're equals.
And this is attractive. Women notice this. And this finally brings me back to the Friedrich Leighton artwork and the third, final, and most powerful secret to attraction in 2025.
All right, go ahead,
The setting of the painter's honeymoon is plain. No marble floors, no velvet drapes, just a clay pot and sunlight on rough plaster. Leighton deliberately paints them in a modest setting. Likewise, the faces are softly blurred. She's not attracted to him because of his perfect jawline or cheekbones. Leighton refuses to paint those features sharply. So what's the message then? Why is she attracted to him? Leighton argues that attraction doesn't come from these surface level qualities. It comes from within.
It does.
He reaches across time to give young men the talk that our fathers never gave us about the female gaze and what women find secretly attractive. And his message all comes back to where we started. To gaze.
The gaze?
The female gaze.
Oh, the female gaze.
If you look closely, there's a triangle of sight. The direction of the painter's gaze and his wife's eyes meet at one invisible point. Their gaze collides and meet at his brush. It hangs midair, frozen, but alive with promise.
Okay.
And herein lies the third and final secret. Ambition. It's clear that she's attracted to him not for what he owns or how he looks, but rather for what he's making, for what he does. The painter is still working on an unfinished canvas, still reaching, and his wife is drawn to that forward momentum.
Ambition is a good part of it, but if you think that woman will like you because of your ambition, especially, that isn't necessarily the full picture, bro. Women like ambition for sure, but it's not necessarily the ambition. It's more of the qualities around the ambition that makes the woman attracted to you. Like, a lot of dudes are ambitious in their life, but obviously they're having woman problems. Like, it's not just ambition, but I'm gonna let him speak on that a little bit more and we can see what he says.
His wife is drawn to his ambition,
Okay.
to his goal, to his vision.
For sure.
Behind them, the orange tree whispers quietly, reiterating that point. That attraction comes from watching fruit being grown, not from eating it.
Yeah, to speak on that, what women secretly find attractive in men. Ambition is a good one, but ambition really isn't, you know, the make all be all. Because if that's the case, there would be a lot of dudes that have problems with women that wouldn't have problems with women. You see, it's not necessarily your ambition, it's more of your attitude towards life, bro. If you have an attitude towards life where you're like, I'm going to get what I want no matter what it takes, I don't care what needs to happen, I will get my goals accomplished when I want my goals accomplished. Females like that, bro. It's not necessarily your ambition, it's your take on life as a whole, bro. You can't let life bitch you around, bro. You gotta take life by the hair and pull it back. You gotta say, wait a minute now, you ain't gonna leave me behind. We gonna do this together. You can't just let your life slip away. You can't just let your life beat you at this, because at the end of the day, we all have one life and we can only live it the way we want to live it. And women are attracted to the fact that some men are willing to live life how they want to live life. That's not necessarily ambition, but it's more of a sense of control and a sense of freedom that women are attracted to. They're attracted to the men that seem like they understand what life is meant to be and how they want to live their life. And that in a man, women find attractive. The way they look at life, that's all I can say, bro. Life is what you make it.